You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network.
Greetings. My name is Eluth Espinoza, founder of Anthony's Voice, an organization named after my grandson, Anthony Brown. Anthony was diagnosed with autism at the early age of 3 years old. He is currently 21 years of age and is still considered nonverbal. Our journey has been one of many challenges as well as unimagined rewards. This year, for Autism Awareness Day, April 2nd, we're proud to announce our community partnership of Anthony's Voice and LouddMouthRadio.com. This month, Anthony's Voice will have a 4-part series each Thursday of the month. Radio segments that will bring two communities together to discuss autism, share resources, highlight individuals on the spectrum, fundraisers, and so much more.
No matter the time or the season, we're open and available 24/7. Shouldn't your dealership be too? Carumba.com, the convenient online used vehicle marketplace. Register your independent dealership now.
All right. I am so happy to be in the midst of two awesome entrepreneurs that we have the pleasure of introducing to our radio network family, who comes out of the Redlands area in the Southern California area, and they're the proprietors or owners of Arbor Life Spa in the Redlands. And I should have both of these ladies right here ready to speak with us, Ms. B.J. Baldwin and Tammy Cox. You guys both there?
Yes, we're here.
Wonderful, wonderful. So I'm going to brag about you for a hot second, and then I want you guys to introduce yourselves and let our listeners know a little bit more about you. But these ladies are the first Black women to own a health and wellness spa in the Redlands, California area. So we have one that's a massage therapist and an esthetician with over 20 years of experience that decided to do something really special and unique in the Redlands area. Because of their passion, they were able to partner up and bring those who have been struggling with life's greatest challenges, who's been looking for peace, health, wellness, and longevity of life. And they're putting their gracious opportunity of this experience through an amazing portal called Arbor Life Spa. Welcome to LouddMouth Radio, ladies. How are you guys doing today?
We're doing great, Sonny. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. I told you guys before we even started and started this recording, now I had 2 cups of coffee, so I'm ready to roll.
Okay.
So how about you guys? Today's Thursday. We're a few months into the new year, and we have many people who kind of set the standards in the beginning of the year, some of the things that they have on their checklist. And I can always say that we normally start off the new year talking about losing weight or doing something that's in the self-care parameters. My hope is that your actual patrons have continued on that methodology, and they're continuing to come to you and have something of many of the various services that you guys offer to relinquish in. So if you ladies would share a little bit about you guys and how Arbor Life even came about.
Arbor Life Spa, we are the new owners of it as of 2020, the beginning of 2020.
Okay.
I'm being into skincare the natural way without using a lot of chemicals. This is BJ, being a licensed esthetician, and also in health and wellness, and very concerned about the longevity of life, not only for young people, but for seniors.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's very important. We don't have to go out the way some of them are going out, with COVID being the center of attention of everything.
Yes.
It was really important to get individuals back to health, back to conscious thinking,
mm-hmm.
as far as what they do with their body, what they put in their body, and how they take care of their body. We only have one.
Exactly. We only get one shot at this, so we might as well try to do the best to do it right. So
Mhm.
you guys took over in 2021, you said?
February 1st, 2022.
Oh, February 1st, 2022. So we just hit a year of new ownership.
We've hit a year previously. This has been a spa since 2009, I believe it was.
Okay.
And the owner prior decided to retire and leave the state and offered it to us. And Tammy being a massage therapist and myself being a licensed esthetician, I said, well, I think this would be a good marriage. You know,
Yes.
she knows about the body, I know about the skin and the mind. And so we decided to jump into it all fours and make this happen. And it's been very successful.
That's wonderful. So prior to you guys coming together with this particular joint venture, had you guys done anything together prior to?
No.
Wow. Now, were you both patrons? Were you both patrons of the business prior to you taking over?
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so that's the connection. Wonderful. So for you guys, you said since 2009. So the wonderful thing is you've had an established location, but you're reintroducing the spa and then introducing yourselves at the helm of it. And it was Arbor Life previously the name of it, or did you guys create the Arbor Life for your brand?
No, Arbor Life was called Arbor Life VK Life Spa.
Okay, so you did an alteration
so
of part of the name.
So we just dropped the VK.
Okay.
And so then we became Arbor Life Spa.
And the thing about the arbor, you know, it's the tree of life, and that's our logo.
Mm-hmm.
And we definitely all know how important that tree of life is with Marvel coming in with Wakanda and but it is important. Life is in the earth, and and what we put in our body.
Yes, absolutely. So for you guys, so Tammy, you were the massage therapist. How long had you been in the industry?
I've been a massage therapist now for 13 years.
Wonderful. Now, were you mobile?
So my background, I'm sorry?
Were you mobile? Were you mobile prior to, or at another location, or primarily?
Yes, I was mobile. I started out my career working with chiropractors, and then from there I became a mobile therapist. And then after that I became a mobile therapist for the equestrian, which I started working with the trainers and the riders.
Oh, very nice.
So I did that for about 8 years, and I officially retired from there so I can come with BJ and run Arbor Life Spa.
I love it. So, ladies, for you guys in the area, what has been the reception of you guys taking over since the ownership change? How's the response been?
The response has been, wow.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Incredible.
To date, and I'll give it a ballpark number, we have gone, we are at over 1,100 clients.
Oh, that's wonderful.
In a year. We don't have enough therapists.
Are you impressed? So
yeah, we're in the process of hiring therapists.
You're looking to staff more people, too.
Definitely, a lot more.
That's wonderful. So for you guys stepping into this, and then BJ, for you, how long have you been an esthetician?
Since 2021. Oh, wait a minute, I'm crazy. 19.
Girl, it's okay.
It's actually, I've been on and off with it since 1921.
No,
wait a minute, where am I?
No. I said how long?
No, I'm way off. I'm so far off, it's bad. I should have had that third cup of coffee instead of those first two.
1921. I'm like, girl, what
No,
you
it was actually 15, in 2001. That's what it was.
2001. Look, we got
2000.
I want you to get your thoughts.
I tell you. So the thing, I actually came from. I helped run the Morongo Sage Spa back in 2005.
Okay, at the casino.
Yes. And then from there, I opened my own in Loma Linda.
Okay.
And I left there and came to Arbor with my previous background in special effects for the movie industry.
Oh, man, girl, you just got all kind of stuff going on over there, Miss VJ.
I know.
I love it. I thought I was layered, girl. You better give it to him. We got to have a whole other over there with the special effects. So,
yes.
So it sounds like you guys, and I don't say this in a minimal way, but you guys are really on cruise control as far as tapping into the things that you guys have built up this funnel to be, and to now have a home to place it. It sounds like you guys sound pretty cemented in regards to your partnership, and it sounds like the location has responded well to you guys coming in and taking over it. So it just sounds like a healthy merger. Is that how you would kind of make a synopsis of it?
Yeah, pretty much. Like I said, I thought it would be a great marriage. So think of a marriage. We have our ups and downs. We have our fun.
No.
But we come back together.
You're not doing nothing if you're not getting tested. So you already know.
Yeah.
That thoroughly goes with it.
Right. When it does partnerships. But we concentrate around our clients. We have made a place, a safe place, a place of peace, wellness. We have, all of the different services besides our skin care and massages.
Please
we have yoga.
Share with us some of the additional services beyond that, if you would.
Yes, we have 5 yoga teachers. So we have yoga classes. We have a relaxation room where the clients can actually come without an appointment. If it's available, they go into that room. There's lounge chairs, a flat screen TV where they can close the door, push the light on the outside, and just woosah away from the world and whatever's going on that's driving them crazy. And all the reflectors are in the room for them. We have of course, makeup studio.
Okay, so the MUAs are in the area. So do you open it up to where outside vendors can utilize it?
They could rent it, yes, by the hour. But what I do is I like mentoring young people that want to eventually start their own business.
Okay.
So we're very close to one of the local high schools, the main high school, Redlands High, and I periodically get young ladies that want to get into the makeup industry, or wanted to get into special effects, or wanted to one day own their own business. So they shadow us on the weekends when they're available and watch how we run things.
Oh, that's great.
So we're really hoping to
the community. You're actually servicing and giving back to the community all in one take. That's awesome. That's the way it should be.
Exactly. And also, too, Sonny, we do have an infrared sauna room.
Oh, okay. So how
and
much
also,
square
too,
footage?
we have... Sorry?
How much is your square footage?
It is about 47, almost 5,000 square feet.
Oh yes. Okay. Go ahead, Tammy. I didn't mean to interrupt you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I just
We also too have a couple. We have a couples room as well.
Okay. In the couples room, like for couple massages, for instance, or?
That's correct. That's correct. We celebrate birthdays, anniversaries. We celebrate whether it's for people. The reason why the couples room is special to me is because I didn't want people to come in just to think of it as a massage. We wanted people to come for an experience.
Right.
And that's what we try to give people, the experience of the just coming in and just, it's just all about them. One of our biggest things is we say, who are we? And we always say we Arbor Life Spa. And then we come back with what do we do, and we take care of you. Because like BJ said earlier, it is based up for our client. And that's the most important thing to us.
Mm-hmm. I love it.
And so that's what we strive. That's what we strive for.
Right, absolutely. What are your hours of operation as far as days and availability?
Well, we're open 9 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Okay. How many days, huh?
We are open 6 days a week.
Oh yes. And are we closed on Sunday?
That's correct.
Okay. I love it. So there's definitely, are you able to do walk-ins, or I'm sure appointments are preferred, but are you able to do walk-ins primarily?
We are appointment only
right now.
Right now.
Okay. But probably the better
way.
way.
Get a full staff, then we could do walk-ins.
Right. I was going to say, to contain things and keep a little handle on stuff, it makes it a little bit easier. So let's talk about your workforce. So what do you guys? Because people can hear this that may be within the industry in which you guys are speaking on. So what is it that as far as people in positions, what are you guys looking to fill right now?
As far as the workforce?
Yes.
Well, you know what? We I still call Arbor Life Spa Redlands. When you put that on there, that's telling people another one is coming. So we do have really dedicated therapists here, and we also wanted Arbor to be a place where upcoming massage therapists and estheticians that are coming straight out of school.
Okay, so they can externships with you guys?
They can come in, learn how to work in a full spa. And I always tell the therapist that I don't expect for you to be here in 5 years. That's not what I want. I want you to come to me one day and say, I'm sorry to tell you this, but I have to go. I'm leaving because I'm starting my own business. That's what I wanted to do.
And passing that to
I don't want anybody to get in stagnant water, but I want them to learn, ask questions, do their best, and move on.
And see them advance. I love it. So as far as you guys need some people right now, so what would you guys be looking mainly for? More therapists?
Definitely more massage therapists. It's always great to have yoga teachers. We also rent our yoga room out for different events like girlfriends' birthday parties, girls' day at the spa. Tammy is one of those sports crazy people. She loves it. So one day I hope that
she threw all the way out there, didn't she?
Yeah, we just threw us under the bus. She is truly that. We're hoping to do a men's day where they can have a Super Bowl Sunday here at the spa, and all of the refreshments are provided, and we have a big screen projector where they can watch the game, and then have times when they're ready, they can come into any one of the rooms and have their foot treatment done or spend time in the sauna. And one or two of the therapists or more would be available to do chair massages and things like that.
Oh, very nice. Yeah, because they might be stressed out their team losing, so that might work out too. Oh my gosh. I mean,
Yeah.
I love. It sounds like you guys have just some engaging, wonderful amenities. I'm sure you guys offer different packages. You allow groups to come in and book, and so for you guys, what's so you already touched on one thing. It's obvious that you're looking to expand. Are you guys also going to look to continue all of these services in the next locations as you start to bring those upon the horizon?
You say to the next location?
I said I remember you saying that you were talking about it would be at maybe some additional locations in the pipeline. It sounded like that's what you were hinting at too.
Yes.
Right. So would you guys
Oh,
pretty much carry the services that you guys are offering beyond as a standard in other locations as well?
Oh yeah, but we would definitely expand. I'm a visionary, and wow, the next location I'm hoping would be in one of our surrounding cities, that in the city of Loma Linda. I'll just put it out there.
That's awesome.
With my husband and I into health and wellness, and Loma Linda being one of the blue cities of the United States, one of, I think, 3.
Okay, when
and
can you elaborate on that for me?
The blue cities, it's a city where they have more residents over 100 years old than anywhere else in the United States.
Wow, I did not know that. That's a very interesting.
Yes.
I did not. I had no clue of that.
If you put that in the blue cities in the United States, I think one is in. It might be not Florida. I can't remember the other one, but Loma Linda is one, and whenever they do documentary on long living residents, they pop up every time.
Oh wow!
They're pretty.
And what do you think contributes to that? What do you think it is that's contributing?
It's eating right, exercising. Their religion, Loma Linda is a 7-day Adventist city. Most of the residents there are vegans, like the hospital. Their cafeteria serves vegan food. A lot of restaurants are vegan.
See how amazing how one thing contributes to another?
I know.
That's such an interesting thing. I never knew that. That was definitely a learning moment for me. I had no clue of that. And it just goes to tell you though that, the quality of life, the way that we occupy our bodies and the way that we allow ourselves to indulge in things, pretty much determines, best how much life longevity we have.
Yes.
And if we didn't learn anything, COVID really exposed so much critically about, which is it's funny because a lot of people didn't feel like COVID was real. They didn't, you'll have these naysayers that didn't feel like it was just that bad. And what I think was minimized was that COVID itself has been a virus that's been around, because it's actually, the Lysol cans already had different series of COVID.
Yes. Yes.
But the deal is that it was a different, version of it, and it was a lot more aggressive. And what people fail to realize is that COVID just makes whatever underlying issues that you may be aware of or not, it spent them into overdrive. So I personally knew people that passed, that died tragically and suddenly, and all age groups.
Yes.
So
I lost my brother.
Your brother?
Yes.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Yeah, first broke out, and so I started getting very conscious about it. Of course, the first thing my husband and I did a 32-day cleanse.
Girl, want to make you cleanse? Look, I'm about ready to chew something, drink something right now. You over there? Detox.
Yeah.
Which is actually something I have to do. So that's no joke. I am serious about that. Do you guys offer like colonics? Do you do any of the colonic?
No, we don't.
You
That's
don't.
an aggressive service for people that have terminally ill problems or really drastic health problems. We don't do that. There's a lot of places that it's, provide that service.
Right.
I always feel that the best way to cleanse your body is the way it went in.
Mm-hmm.
And the way it goes out.
True that. Good point. I understand.
Don't push it back up in there.
I know. Oh, girl, that's kind of rough, isn't it?
Yeah.
Just the thought of that, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
So what would you tell your listening audience, surrounding areas, like what do you feel like they would gain from Arbor Life Spa that maybe they may have not have in other experiences of other spas? Do you have anything that you would like to touch on or speak on?
I always let our new clients know, and Tammy, she connects with them usually first because she takes in all the calls and responds to the Yelp reviews, which I'm proud to say that we have 5 stars for ever, for about 9 years.
Mm-hmm.
But is that we have built a friendship with our client. We have connected with them personally, business-wise, and we let them know that all business needs money, but that's not our big concern. Our concern are results.
Yes, because if you take care of them, money will come, right?
Oh, yes.
That's correct.
And they come back and, we'll sit here and talk and they'll cry and tell us things. But the most important thing is that you leave here with a smile on your face and feel renewed. You've been not only renewed, but the person that you just spoke with cared about you more than anything else.
Wonderful.
We've donated a lot to the city, a lot to our clients. We love giving. So when we have birthday parties, we always get a nice gift, and we put balloons up and a sign up in the room where they're having their treatment, and we take pictures. So we make them feel important.
Right.
Because they are important.
Individual attention and service. I like it. I like it a lot.
Yes. And they do walk in the door sometimes, and they're like, am I at the right place? Like, yeah, this is us.
Because you know what? I'm going to tell you something that I think has become an old science here that people have fallen short on at times is that we forget the customer service part of things. And when you're a service provider, you only have that. You only have what it is that you're offering, and you have to stand in that, in your totality as much as possible, because beyond that, what else do you have? What else are you offering? Besides what the tangible thing is in your customer service, which is going to remotely garner either a plus or a negative for you, So
Tammy is very good at that.
Yeah, and you want to, maintain that, because that's the integrity of who and what your brand and that business, how it represents. So I thoroughly agree.
Yeah.
Yes.
And that's what we strive for every day.
Yes. So what could you share with us that maybe you would like to tell the public that they may not be aware of Arbor Life? As far as the aspects of what you guys are doing. I know you shared about your community involvement services. Is there anything new that's coming into the business that may not be provided as a service now, but is coming soon? That you might want to speak on?
Yeah, we do have a second phase of Arbor Redlands. We're in the process. It's all on paper right now, but we want to open up Arbor Oasis, which would be an outside garden where you can get massages. They can do outside yoga. It'll be a beautiful surrounding for the clients to sit out and eat, because we want to open up our natural juice bar.
Oh, very nice.
And we would have a juice of the week or of the day, offering it to the clients, and just a nutritionist to come in and teach on healthy ways to prepare food and things that's good according to maybe your health problems, or detoxing or cleansing or skin problems.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, we want to add to it.
Result of that, I can see that. That's wonderful.
Yes.
Well, that's cool, because there's so many different things of those environments, but I think it's wonderful to be able to combine them into a process that you could, provide that kind of services, because you're already getting them in a relaxed state. So why not be able to appeal to the refreshment of the aspect of things? I love that. Love the idea of the concept. Does the place that you're in now, does it provision that space, that additional space, or this would be somewhere else that it would have to?
It actually has a space, but you have to go through all the paper pushing with planning and the city planners. So yeah, we have the space to do it, but to get to the vision that I'm looking into, where we have facilities for. Loma Linda has a children's hospital, and then right across the street is Ronald McDonald's house.
Mm-hmm.
And I actually want a facility where we would provide for the parents that have children in terminally ill hospitals to have a place for them to come and get pampered and be able to release some stress and out. And that would be donated to those parents.
Oh, very nice.
Right. Just the time to just, it's hard, it's stressful, and it's unbelievable. We have no idea what they go through mentally to visually see their children going through what they're going through.
Yes, I can imagine.
Loma Linda does have housing for the parents.
Okay.
So this would it added something for them.
Okay, that would be wonderful.
Yes.
I could thoroughly see that, because you have Ronald McDonald, like St. Jude, and these organizations are providing services to these families for terminal illnesses and things of that nature. I grew up watching, Danny Thomas with St. Jude and his daughter, kind of kept the torch going in regards to, fundraising and making awareness of St. Jude. And unfortunately, as a human race, it seems like we're battling a lot of these illnesses from a lot of the things that's being, exposed to us in our foods, which is what you're talking on right now, BJ, and our atmosphere. We're finding a lot more issues, in birth defects, autism, Down syndrome, just all kinds of things that are environmentally affecting us. So,
right.
It's not slowing down. So definitely what you guys are talking about, there's definitely a huge audience, and I'm sure the receptivity of it would be substantial. It's one of those fortunate circumstances, if you will.
Yeah.
It just gives you more room and allowance to grow in another area and to give more, of your business to the community. So I can see how you can migrate easily into that. And the Loma Linda area is potentially where you want that other footprint to start out at as well.
Yes.
Got it. I love it. So for you ladies, What would you say to someone who's listening to this broadcast that may be in business and may not be as advanced in regards to things, but they're taking the steps into what you guys have stepped into? What has been your experiences that you think that you guys can share individually that you have had since you guys have come together?
Okay, let's see. Definitely have a business plan, have something on paper.
I heard that.
Right. If you have a vision, every time it comes across your mind, write it down.
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't have to be what thing you going to do, but put it on that shelf and come back to it every once in a while. You can expand from there. But just be patient. Networking was really great for us. We love supporting all the surrounding businesses here. We're part of the chamber. I'm on the board of directors of the chamber, and supporting your local businesses and schooling yourself, educating yourself. I always say I'm always in school.
Yes.
I'm a learner.
That's
all
it.
the time.
With you on that one. Yes. A student.
Yes.
Just a life student. Yes.
And for me, Sonny, mine is based on putting everything in God's hands.
Mm-hmm.
When the business was presented to us, it was me knowing God had opened up the door for me to walk through it. Once I walked through the door, I knew he brought BJ and I together for a reason. I knew that we were going to do something special. I knew we were going to do something big. And I still, to this day, feel as though we are accomplishing what we're setting out to do.
That's wonderful.
It's a lot, we're looking forward to doing. Like with BJ, her dream is, one of them is to Loma Linda. My dream is to open up another Arbor Life Spa in another location. I'm not going to disclose that right now because we got to get through Loma Linda first.
Right.
And so that's where I come from as far as the religion aspect of it.
Okay. So
putting it in God's hands.
I love it. And for you guys at this point, you're in already. Jeez. So have you decided whether or not you all will, as you're doing this expansion in this footprint, would you guys kind of maintain it privately running, privately owned? Or do you think?
Yes.
Okay.
It would be privately owned, but what a great opportunity for more jobs.
Yes, absolutely.
Which is something we need. And because that one would be twice, if not more, maybe 4 times the size of this one, because we do not have access for a pool, a watering area, but that one will have it. I would like to have at least 4 to 6 casitas where we could have residency there for clients to stay overnight.
Oh, that'd be cute.
A cafe,
classes,
many classes going on with
look, BJ,
all type of.
Right now, girl, I'm a realtor. Can I just help you on the campus?
Yes.
This prospective campus, because I love it.
We need to talk. I've been scoping out property like crazy.
Oh my God, yes, I am so with you. I am ready. I am
yes.
so ready. I love it because this is like I'm not being facetious, but I can literally. It's almost like a campus, seriously, like this health and wellness campus.
And that's exactly what I want it to be. The visual that I have in my head when you walk through that glass door it's mind blowing.
I can imagine.
And yeah, just really, I can visualize young women. I'm so into the women of to come in and be trained and see and learn what they could have.
Yes, self-care.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
especially women of.
Well, that's one of the things I can say. What I love about California is that California has always been progressive. I definitely feel it's like one of the main, health and wellness, forward-thinking states, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And essentially what you're doing is trying to really help to give longevity of life,
Exactly.
And it is not like, it's not even what used to be considered a luxury. It is really, I think now more than ever, people are starting to become more remotely aware of how self-care and well-being is so much more important. If you could invest in many things, how important it is to invest in the wellness of yourself. And so what used to be considered more of a commodity is becoming more commonplace, which is definitely,
exactly.
Young
people are, even the young people are being more conscious of, they used to be just concerned about acne, where they look, but then they start thinking, well, wait a minute, what about what I'm eating?
Yes.
And I openly speak to my young people about their health, and they always ask, well, why is my face like this? And I tell them, it's what you put in your mouth.
And true. And it's just displaying what is internally being fed. Very good point.
Mm-hmm.
Very good point.
Yeah.
Well, ladies, I love it. I think that you guys have just provided such a well-rounded, first of all, you're provisioning such a well-rounded facility currently. You're already there. You already have started. I think you guys are in your stride, and you're just a year in. So I think just everything had to just catch up to you. You guys have been doing the work for a long time individually, and it is definitely, to me, appears to be a significant destined. It was definitely a higher power that was connecting you guys at this point. And it just sounds like you guys are on path and you're doing what you should be doing in regards to the work. And I love it. I'm so grateful that you guys decided to share your business with our audience and your community surrounding and beyond.
Yes. Prior to this, I was supposed to be retired. So my friends said,
you did retire. You retired from other things to give birth to something new.
Oh, so, yeah. It's my mother always said, don't grow old, just grow old gracefully.
Right. So, as my mother say, anything dead ought to be buried.
Yeah.
So
that's right.
Yes, you guys are providing such a and let me ask you this from a perspective, your facility, it doesn't sound like you guys have much of anything close to what you guys are offering in that area.
No, not at all.
That's cool. That's cool. So and
we give away the best hugs. And they're always heart to heart. You'll see that. You'll know what it is when I meet you.
It's so funny. I have a friend in Atlanta, and when I tell you, I have never met a human being that gives the best hugs. Her hug is a ministry in itself. Can I tell you that?
I believe it.
When you're a person, I'm getting chills just thinking about her. When you have when you're energy and conscious, and as soon as she embraces you, and most times we'll hug someone and we'll pull away, right?
Right.
But even on your initial hug of her, your first instinct is that you kind of sink into her, and you, even if you want to pull away because your mind says pull away, your energy almost holds on to her. It just emanates out of her like that. And so I think,
great. That's great.
It is, and I tell people that it's something that most times people may not think about, but you have so many people that are working and doing things in this world that are not touched enough.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and so from the touch of massage, you may, even for you, Tammy, you may be putting hands on someone that maybe has not had interaction in that way without it being, over stimulating, right?
You're absolutely, that's correct.
Yeah, you'll be surprised how your body, craves it. And then once you do receive it, you can actually relax in the sense of the touch itself and how your body is responding to the sensation of the touch. That's pretty cool.
No, Sonny, and that is so true because it is about the human touch.
Yeah.
I've had clients on my table to whereas if I massage a certain part of their body, a few clients have cried, and one lady particularly, she had cried because she said I reminded her of her mother. And it's just different things like that. And people, they feel that, they know.
Yeah.
So I all the time, I don't have a job or anything like that because I don't consider it as a job, but it's one of the best professions that I can think of being a part of because it is so not only physical, but it's emotional, it's mental, it's just a lot that goes into massage therapy.
Yes, it channels. I believe that.
So
that is amazing. You guys are just doing some wonderful work. I think that I know we have not physically met yet. I do look forward to that moment when we will, and I look forward to coming in and walking through your facility and experiencing some of your services. That's going to be coming in the near future for me, I know for sure. And I'm just so grateful that you guys are now you're now part of our LouddMouth family. You're part of the radio network here. We're going to get you guys up online on LouddMouth.com for them to be able to see more things. But in the midst of that, could you guys share how they can find you online and any social media you guys have?
Okay, we're on Instagram at Arbor Life Spa, also with Facebook at Arbor Life Spa. When you type in Arbor Life Spa on Google, it will pull up the old website, which is Arbor Vitae Life Spa, but that's still us. And also can get in touch with us through our phone number, 909-798-5536, and our email address, arborlifespa@gmail.com.
Okay. And did you say you guys are also on Facebook? I know you said Instagram.
Yes.
Right? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you so much, ladies. I have thoroughly enjoyed you guys. I am going to share with our listeners, if you've tuned in at any point of this broadcast, you'll be able to have the full Monty of this interview in its entirety on all of your favorite podcast apps and platforms. We just recently got an invite from, I guess I can make a quick announcement, which is even better for us, as far as our LouddMouth Media Network members aligning with us. We actually got a special invite from Amazon a few days ago to align into their whole entire platform of their music and Alexa and everything too. So we've now expanded into a whole nother multi-level millions of listeners. We already were on hundreds of platforms and already had 200 million plus access listeners on those other platforms, but we just recently got that invite from Amazon. So probably by the time we have your broadcast up, within a few days, it'll also be feeding through everything Amazon and Audible related, which is awesome. And I thank you, ladies, so much for sharing just your insight, your vision, your goals, your ambitions, and what you guys are doing day to day. And we appreciate you. And you're so much of a blessing to those that you guys are actually able to be a servitude to. So I definitely recommend that you take the time. You come into the Southern California area, look up Arbor Life Spa, and have an opportunity to have the luxuries and amenities of what BJ and Tammy shared with us today. Ladies, thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to us today.
You're welcome. And thank you, Sonny.
Thank you, guys. We'll talk soon.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye. So for those who have had an opportunity to check out this broadcast, please share. If you've actually been a customer of Arbor Life Spa and have had an opportunity to have your services directly impacted yourself, tell a friend, let someone know about their services. They are an amazing small business doing some amazing work in the area. And we're so grateful that this is another LouddMouth 10 for 10 segment and LouddMouth.com and LouddMouth Radio collaboration. So for all those who have had an opportunity to connect to us, find us on Facebook, Instagram, directly on LouddMouthRadio.com, and any of your favorite podcast channels. Until later, talk to you then.
You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network. This episode is sponsored by LouddMouth.com, the #1 small business online network. We're putting the word out about small business. Put your business on the referral network online that wants to put the word out about you. 30.7 million small businesses in the U.S., creating 1.5 million jobs annually. Small business accounts for 64% of new job creation in the U.S. There's strength in numbers. No matter what we face, know that there's strength in us. Because of you, we're able, we're capable, we're resilient, and we are available because we are small business. And together, we're the economy. You're listening to the LouddMouth Radio Network.